Hello everyone, my name is Anjana Kota and I recently completed my final year of BTech in ECE from SRM-AP. In this presentation, I'll be walking you through my project titled Washing Machine Simulation using Embedded C and PIC16F877A microcontroller. This project was developed as part of my Embedded Systems internship at MXT, where I explored key concepts in Embedded C, Embedded Systems, microcontroller programming, and peripheral interfacing, all implemented through simulation using PixSimLab. Here are the table of contents. And now coming to Embedded C. Embedded C is an extension of the C programming language specifically designed for programming microcontrollers and hardware level tasks. Throughout the internship, I learned several critical aspects of Embedded C that are widely used in real-time and embedded applications because it allows direct hardware access and offers high speed and also runs efficiently on limited resources. And there are two basic functions which are printf and scanf. Printf is used to display formatted output on the screen, whereas scanf is used to take input from the user. And Embedded C supports various data types to define the type and size of data and a variable can hold. Basic types include int for integers, char for characters, and float and double for the decimal numbers. Derived types like arrays, pointers, and functions help manage collections of data and memory addresses. The void type is used for functions that return no value. Modifiers such as short, long, signed, and unsigned allow control over the size and range of data types. The size of operator helps monitoring the memory usage, which is crucial in embedded systems with limited RAM and storage. And here are some of the topics which I learned during my internship. First is conditional statements. Conditional statements control the flow of the program by executing different blocks of code based on the specific conditions. There are two types of conditional statements. One is if-else family, another one is switch case. If-else family is used for binary or multi-level decisions, whereas switch case is ideal for handling multiple discrete values such as keypad inputs or menu options. These structures are essential in embedded systems where responses vary based on input states or sensor readings. Loops. Loops allow repetitive execution of code until a condition is met. The for loop is typically used when the number of iterations is known. While is used when the condition is evaluated before each iteration, and do while guarantees at least one iteration. Loop control systems like break and continue modify the loop's flow. Loops are commonly used for polling inputs, updating displays, and waiting for the events in embedded systems. Operators. These are the special symbols used to perform operations on variables and values. Uh, for example, a plus b, in this plus is called as an operator and a and b are called as operands. They are essential for decision making, arithmetic, bit manipulation, and more. There are several types of operators which include arithmetic operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, which are used for basic math operations. Relational operators. These are greater than equal to, less than equal to, not equal to, and equal to. They are used for the comparisons. Logical operators like and, or, not are used for combining or inverting conditions. Bitwise operators like left shift, right shift, and perform operations at the bit level. Ternary operators. It is a compact form of the if-else used for the conditional expressions. Assignment operators like equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, etc. used to assign values. Increment or decrement is used to increase or decrease the variable's value. Functions. Functions are the blocks of code designed to perform specific tasks. They improve modularity, readability, and reuse of code. It supports both pass by value, where a copy of the variable is sent, original remains unchanged, and pass by reference, where the actual address is passed using the pointers. Original can be modified. And there are another type of functions, they are recursive functions. A function calling itself are useful for the logical problems but are generally avoided in the embedded systems due to limited stack memory. Functions are central to the organizing large embedded projects like display handling, input processing, and control logic. Arrays. Arrays are the collections of elements of the same data type that's stored in the contiguous memory. They allow efficient storage and access to the data like keypad values or program lists. Passing arrays to functions is done by reference, which allows the functions to modify the array contents directly. Whereas returning arrays is typically done using pointers to static or dynamically allocated memory. Pointers. Pointers are variables that store the memory address of another variable. These allow the direct memory access and are essential in embedded systems for interacting with the hardware registers, dynamic memory, and passing by reference. There are two types of pointers, null pointers and while pointers. Null pointers point to nothing and are used for the safety checks, whereas while pointers are uninitialized and can lead to the unpredictable behavior or crashes. Endianness, which defines how multi-byte data is stored in memory, and little endian or big endian is also related to the pointer usage, especially during data transmission or storage. Strings. Strings are the array of characters ending with a null character. They are used to store and manipulate the text data such as names, messages, or user inputs. Embedded C supports standard library functions like strcpy, like string copy, strlen, string length, and strcmp, which is string comparison, and strcat, which is string concatenation. To work with strings, since strings are arrays, pointer operations can also be used to access or modify them. In embedded systems, strings are often used for displaying messages on LCDs or communicating over serial interfaces. Preprocessor. The preprocessor runs before actual compilation. It handles macros, file inclusion, and conditional compilation. Hashtag define creates symbolic constants or macros. Macros. These are the shortcuts defined using the hashtag define to replace values or code before the program is compiled. They make the code easier to read and reuse. Macros are used in our project. Hashtag include imports the header files. Hashtag ifdef or ifindef are used to compile the code blocks conditionally. The preprocessor improves the modularity and flexibility, especially in large embedded projects with multiple files and configurations. Keywords. Keywords are the reserved words in the embedded C language that have predefined meanings and they cannot be used as a variable names. Each keyword have a specific function, like int declares for an integer, return exists from a function, const is used to declare variables whose value should not be modified after initialization, etc. The extern keyword is used to declare a global variable or function that is defined in the another file. It provides a way to access variable across multiple files without redefining them. And there are 32 keywords. And coming to the another topic, global and local variables. Local variables are declared inside functions and exist only during function execution. Global variables are declared outside all functions and are accessible throughout the file or project. Local variables are preferred for temporary isolated tasks, whereas global variables are used for shared data like sensor flags or control states in embedded applications. And this is a embedded systems overview. Embedded systems. Embedded system is a hardware software integrated system designed to perform a specific task or a set of tasks. Unlike general purpose computers, embedded systems are optimized for real-time control, minimal resource use, and reliability. And the formula of embedded system is so simple, which is hardware plus software plus specific task. The key characteristics of embedded systems are they are application specific, they are compact and reliable, they are designed for low power and real-time operation, they are cost effective and efficient in resource usage. It often works with limited user interface, example keypads, LCDs. And there are 5 types of embedded systems which are standalone, real-time, networked, and mobile and hybrid. Standalone. They work independently, example washing machine, and real-time response within strict time limits, example like airbag, and networked communication communicates via wired or wireless networks. Mobile, small portable systems like smartwatches. Hybrid, combination of the above like IoT devices. And the real world examples are automatic washing machines, digital cameras, fire alarms, smart home appliances, traffic light controllers, ECG, or health monitoring devices. And the core components in the embedded systems are sensor that detects the physical inputs like whether the door is closed or water level is reached. And next one is logical unit. It takes the input from sensors and decide what action to perform next. such as starting the washing cycle. Actuator, it carries out the action like running the fan, turning on the water valve, or buzzing at the end. Timer, it manages the time-based operation like how long each wash, rinse, or spin phase should run. Display or UI helps the user interact with the system using a keypad for input and an LCD to show the status of the instruction. Embedded system memory types: volatile memory, SRAM or DRAM, temporary data handling. Non-volatile memory, it is read-only memory, it's a fixed logic, whereas EPROM flash used to store code permanently. Hybrid memory combines volatile and non-volatile properties. Example, one-time programmable memory. And now coming to the microcontroller. A microcontroller is a compact integrated circuit designed to perform specific control tasks in embedded systems. It contains a processor, memory, and input or output peripherals all on a single chip. That's why it is called as a standalone device also. Microcontrollers are widely used in the automation and control applications like washing machines, traffic lights, and motorcycles. And the key features of the microcontrollers are integrated CPU, memory, and input or output ports, which is all essential components are built into a single chip, enabling compact and efficient designs. And next one is timers. Built-in timers are used for time delays, event counting, and generating periodic interrupts, essential for the real-time applications. Interrupt handling. Interrupts allow the microcontroller to respond immediately to urgent tasks. Example like pressing of a button, taking input from the sensor, like without constant polling. Program and data memory. Internal flash memory stores the program, where RAM handles the temporary data. EPROM often used for non-volatile data storage. Low power consumption. Microcontrollers are designed for the energy efficient operation, making them ideal for the battery powered and portable devices. And in my project, I used PIC16F 877A microcontroller. This microcontroller is an 8-bit microcontroller from Microchip's PIC family, known for its versatility and ease of use in embedded applications. It features 40 pins with multiple digital input or output ports, like port A to port E, allowing connection to a wide range of peripherals like LCDs, buzzers, keypads, and motors. It includes three timers: timer 0, timer 1, and timer 2, in which timer 0 and timer 2 are 8-bit timers and timer 1 is 16-bit timer. These enables the precise time delays and event counting. The microcontroller supports the interrupt handling, which is useful for real-time response to inputs like button presses or safety triggers. With built-in flash memory, RAM, and EPROM, it allows the storage of program code and non-volatile data. I used this microcontroller to control the washing machine simulation logic, interfacing with the switches, controlling timing operations, and managing the outputs like fan and buzzer through direct port level programming using the TRIS-X resistor, which is used to set the direction of each pin on a port. It takes 1 for input and 0 for the output, and port X resistor, which is used to read the input data or write the output data to the corresponding port pins. And advantages of the PIC16F 877A microcontroller. Easy to program and debug using MPLAB X IDE and XC8 compiler. Rich set of built-in peripherals, input or output ports, timers, interrupts, EPROM. They are suitable for beginners and well documented. It supports both low power and performance oriented applications. Compatible with the real hardware and simulators like PICSimLab. These advantages made this microcontroller an ideal choice for building my washing machine simulation project. And here comes our project. Our project objective is to design and simulate an washing machine using the PIC16F 877A microcontroller. The system aims to replicate the real-world washing machine functions such as program selection, water level adjustment, and timed operation through a digital keypad and CLCD display. Hardware components like fan and buzzer are controlled based on the user inputs and predefined logic. Developed in embedded C using MPLABX and simulated in PICSimLab, this project demonstrates practical implementation of embedded system concepts including timer usage, input or output port control, the screen transitions, and real-time user interaction. And here are the project requirements. And now we will learn about the tools used. The first tool is MPLabX IDE. MPLabX IDE is an advanced development environment provided by the Microchip technology for programming and debugging the PIC microcontrollers. It supports the multiple compiler toolchains and integrates features like project management, code editing, device configuration, and real-time debugging. During my internship, I used this to write embedded C code for the PIC16877A microcontroller. The environment allowed me to test, build, and debug my code efficiently while managing the multiple source and header files. Its compatibility with the PicGenius board made hardware simulation straightforward and user-friendly. And next tool is Xe8 compiler. The Xe8 compiler is a C compiler designed specifically for the 8-bit PIC microcontrollers. It translates high-level embedded C code into the machine-readable hex files that can be loaded onto the microcontroller hardware or simulators. This tool played a key role in converting my logic for controlling the keypads, timers, and LCD displays into executable instructions. It is tightly integrated with MPLabX IDE, enabling smooth compilation, error checking, and optimization for embedded applications. Using this compiler helped me understand how embedded code interacts directly with microcontroller architecture and peripherals. And next one is PicSimLab. The PicSimLab is a powerful real-time simulation environment for PIC microcontroller based systems. It allows developers to test their embedded applications without physical hardware by simulating the components like keypads, LCDs, buzzers, fans, and digital switches. I used the PicSimLab to simulate the washing machine project and verify features such as program selection, water level control, and timer based motor operation, and the ability to visually see the outputs like CLCD updates or buzzer activation helped in debugging and refining the embedded code. It is a great tool for learning and testing embedded systems in a practical hardware free environment. And here are the peripherals used. The first peripheral is CLCD, which is character LCD. The character LCD is widely used display module in embedded systems for showing text-based output like messages, menus, or sensor values. It acts as a simple yet effective way to provide user feedback in real time. In my project, the CLCD served as the main interface for displaying the washing program, selected water level, and countdown timer, and the operational status like wash, rinse, or spin. I implemented the custom functions to control the display and ensured real-time updates were shown during each stage of the washing cycle, making the system more intuitive and user-friendly. And next one is digital keypad. A digital keypad is a fundamental input device in embedded applications often used for the option selection, navigation, or system control. It allows users to interact with the system through physical button presses. The digital keypad in my washing machine simulation consists of tactile switches, switch 1 and switch 4 to switch 6, serving as a main user input interface. These switches allow selecting the washing program, choosing the water level, starting or stopping the wash cycle, and handling safely the conditions. Specifically, switch 4 is used to navigate between the screens, and switch 5 and switch 6 are used to start stop the process, and switch 1 function used as a door switch, triggering the safety logic that pauses the operation if the door is open. I implemented both short and long press detection for screen transitions and multi-function control, allowing efficient use of the normal hardware while ensuring smooth and reliable system interaction. Fan. Fans are commonly used in embedded systems to simulate mechanical movement and control physical actions. They are typically managed using GPIO inputs or outputs. In my project, I used as an fan to simulate the washing drum motor. The fan was activated once the program started and the operated based on the time logic. It would pause if the door was opened and resume if it was safely closed. Just like in real washing machines, this allowed me to simulate the fan control logic accurately using simple hardware. Buzzer. Buzzers are simple audio indicators used in the embedded systems to provide alerts or notifications. Controlled through digital output pins, they are commonly used in the appliances to indicate events like errors, completions, or warnings. In my project, the buzzer was programmed to beep when the washing cycle finished or when the door was left open during the operation. This not only added a realistic audio cue to the accumulation but also helped demonstrate how embedded systems handle user alerts and safety features. Timer. It is an internal peripheral in the microcontroller. Use it to measure the time intervals, create delays, or trigger time-based events. There are three timers as we discussed earlier. In this, I used the timer 2 of the PIC16F8788 to manage the program duration and control the transitions between wash, rinse, and spin stages. The timer allowed the precise time tracking and enabling the washing cycle to run smoothly and independently while still responding to the user actions like pause, stop, or door open, making the simulation both realistic and responsive. And this is the block diagram of our project. And in this, we use switch 5 for like oning the screen, and next switch 6 for either to pause or stop, and switch 4 for the navigation, and switch 1 to check the door status. And by CLCD, we will see the display of washing status, and we will find the when operation is running, we will find the fan is rotating, and after the operation is completed, the buzzer is activated, which which incorporates a realistic approach. And here will be the project demo. As I mentioned earlier, I developed the project in MPLAB XIDE using embedded C, compiled it with the XCN compiler. This code is organized into separate modules for clarity and reusability, and each has a specific task. Like main.c file handles the system initialization and the overall control flow, and the main.header file defines the global variables and screen mode macros, and the washing machine function C file contains the logic for washing stages, screen transitions, and the user interaction, and its header file holds the function declarations for the washing cycle, and the digital keypad C, it is the detects the shortest and longest key presses, and its header file includes the keypad pin definitions and macros, and the timers.c file setups the timer 2 for the managing stage durations, and timer.h declares the timer related functions, and the isr.c which updates the countdowns and manages the time based actions via timer 2. For simulating our project, we use PicSimLab. And in this PicSimLab, we select the board PicGenius, and we will select the microcontroller PIC16F877A. And to load the hex file from the MPLABX projects, we will click on File, and here we'll click on the LoadX. And I stored my MPLABX projects on another folder. So first I will open that folder. In this, I will again search for my MPLABX projects. And here I am seeing my washing machine project, and I'll click on it, and in this I will select dist and then default and then production, and here we can find our hex file, and we will open it. Now we can see on the screen as press key 5 to power on the washing machine. Here we are seeing 6 switches: RB0, RB1, RB2, RB3, RB4, RB5. So key 5 means it is RB4, and we will click on it. And now it is showing us powering on washing machine, and again it will go to the washing program display, and here we can see the various types of washing programs. Like by giving short press to one to another, we will see the everything. Like we have to give short press on switch 4, which is RB3, daily, heavy, delicates, whites, stain wash, cottons, woolens, bed sheets, rinse plus dry, dry only, wash only, aqua store. And now we have to select one of the program by giving long press to the switch 4 to go to the under screen for choosing our water level. So now I am giving the long press. And now we are going to the water level screen. Here also first we will check what are the water levels by giving short press with the switch 4. Auto, low, medium, high, max. So we will select one of the water level, which is auto, and give it a long press. And now it go to the another screen, In this, for starting the program, we can use switch 5 to start and switch 6 to stop. First, we will check with the switch 5. And here it is given as 41 seconds and function and the program started. And here by using switch 6 we can pause also, we will check that also. And we have to see another thing is, while the program is running, the fan is rotating, and we will pause it now. And it paused, and again for restarting it we will click on switch 5. And now is again the fan is running and the program is started. And we can check the door status also, like by clicking on switch 1. Door is opened and please close the door. And next, after completion of this program, we will see our buzzer is activated, and there are three functions. One is wash, rinse and spin. As we can see, after completing of the program, it's shown as remove cloths, and again it came to the washing program display. And now we will again select the daily by giving the long press. And again we will select the auto. And now we will press on the stop. Again it came to the washing program display. Hence our simulation is successful. From this project, I gained the hands-on experience in embedded systems by simulating a real-world application using the PIC16F 877A microcontroller. I learned how to interface and control the peripherals like CLCD, digital keypad, switches, buzzer and fan, while implementing the core concepts such as timers, interrupts and input handling. Working with the MPLAB X, the XC8 compiler and the PixSimLab helped me understand the complete development flow, from writing embedded C code to testing and debugging the system behavior. This project not only strengthened my technical skills but also gave me the practical exposure to the embedded programming, hardware simulation, and system design. Thank you.